Okay, so here click on this option called plus, and you can see this sheet 2 available over here, and we will call this as a calculations. Perfect. And here I will say financial KPIs at the top. Let's say financial KPIs. Perfect. And here, let's say A3, I will call this as a total revenue. Okay. And let's say in A4, okay, total expense. A5 net profit. Okay. And here in A6, I will call this as a total budget. Let's go next and let's call this as a budget variance. A8, I'll call this as a budget utilization. Perfect. And that's how I have added this kind of an entries over here. This space over here, what I'm going to do over here is I'll just move this. Okay. Let's control X from this and B over here, control X to get the appropriate space over here. Cool. So that's how beautifully I can see the financial KPIs, total revenue, total expenses, net profit, total budget, budget variance, and budget utilization percentage over here. Perfect. And that's how we have added this. Cool. Now here in B3, which is this, so let's say SUMIFS, and what is the table name? We know the table name, right? So this is the table name over here. And what we want a amount column over here. So let's add the amount column over here, and let's say comma over here. Again, the table name, which is TBL transactions. Cool. And I'll add the type over here. Perfect. It's closed over here, comma. What we want a income. Okay, so let's say double quoted comma and add the income over here. And once it is done, let's close this and hit a enter button over here. You got the total revenue over here. Explain this formula. SUMIFS adds only those rows where type is equal to income. So it ignores all expenses. That's what we use the SUMIFS over here. Now, similar fashion, calculate total expenses over here. So here I'm moving this first. Let's say SUMIFS. Okay. And let's say table transactions. And again, the same formatting, whatever we have followed at the top, right? The same formatting we're gonna use it over here, amount, and let's say here, table transactions over here, and let's say type, comma, here, I'll call this as a expenses. Perfect. Bracket close, hit a enter button over here. Cool. And that's how it adds the expense rows over here. Now to calculate a net profit over here, okay, to calculate a net profit, what I have to do over here is, let's say is equal to your total revenue minus your total expenses over here, and hit a enter button. That's how you got a simple but powerful revenue minus expenses your is equal to profit over here, and that's how you got the result over here. Now calculate a total budget over here. To get the calculation for your budgeting, we have to simply add the formula over here. Let's say is equal to, and SUMIFS. This time, since we are not adding the multiple conditions over here, we can simply use the sum. That's also okay. Let's say sum table transactions. Cool. And once it is done, what I want a budget, right? So let's say budget, bracket close, hit a enter button over here. And that's how I got the total budget added over here is equal to your actual revenue. Your total revenue is this. Cool. And minus, okay, your budget. What is the budget? This is the budget over here. And let's hit the enter button over here. This is the budget variance for us. Positive value is good, negative value is bad. Okay, and that's how the result we got it over here inside the Excel over here. Cool. Now to calculate a budget utilization percentage, okay, we have to go at the bottom, revenue divide by the total budget over here and hit the enter button over here. Cool. Let's go at the top and let's say this 80% over here and budget utilization, which is your 80%. Cool. And that's how the percentage sign, I can see it over here. Once it is done, we're gonna use B3 to until B7. Okay. This one. Let's select this entirely. I'll go at the top and let's say accounting. Okay. Even this as well, accounting. Cool. And that's how I have applied the formatting over here. You just make it a bold over here. These are the financial KPIs for me. Select this entirely, merge and center. Cool. That's how the result we got it over here, folks. SUMIFS is one of the most useful Excel function. Allows us to add a values based on the one or more conditions. Here we are adding only transactions where the type is income. Okay, for net profit rather than the hard coding numbers, we reference the KPI sales. If the data changes, the profit updates automatically. Why we don't use a sum function always? Okay, because sum would add both income and expenses together. Okay, we only want income or maybe a expenses separately. Okay, that's why we use the SUMIFS over here. Cool. And that's how you can see the result at the top over here. Notice how we never typed sale range like F2 to until F41. Instead, we use table transactions and the amount. You can see it, right? That's how we have added the formula over here. These are the structured reference and they are one of the biggest advantage of Excel tables. If you add new transactions later, your formulas will include them automatically without any edits. Excellent. Now we are going to build something most dashboards use behind the scenes. Monthly summary table. This table will power revenue trend, income versus expenses, forecast, and several KPIs calculation. Okay. Instead of creating a charts directly from the raw data, we will first summarize it. This is the best practice because charts become simpler, formulas are easier to understand, the dashboards perform better with larger data sets. Okay, so here what I'm going to do over here is in the calculation sheet itself, I'll go from D1, which is this. Okay, and let's create the following headers, which is your monthly summary. Okay, so I'll just say monthly summary over here. Cool. And here I'll call this as a month. Perfect. Let's say here revenue, expenses. Okay, let's say profit in G3 and H3. I'll call this as a budget. Cool. And that's how I've added the headers at the top over here. Cool. So my layout is this, and that's how I have plotted this data. Now in the month column, which is this, I'm going to add a data like Jan. Okay, and here let's say Feb. Okay, since our sample data set only has a January and February. Okay, if I go here, I'll show you inside this. I can see Jan and Feb over here. These are enough. Later when we extend the data set, that time we can simply add that. Okay, I'll go into the calculation and here I'll call this as a SUMIFS. Okay, let's say table transactions, and here I'll call this as a amount. Table transactions. Okay, I'll call this as a month, comma, let's say D4, which is this Jan, and your selection is appropriate. And here I'll call this as a table transactions again. What we want a type, right? So type is this, comma, what is the need? We need a income over here. So let's say income, bracket close, hit a enter button over here. Cool. Now I can see this has been added over here. Over here, I can simply drag it at the bottom over here. Let's say copy and paste it over here. Okay. You can see I got this FABE details over here for the revenue, and likewise I got the Jan data over here. Cool. And talk about expenses over here. Okay, so to get the expenses the similar fashion, we're gonna use the similar functions over here. So here in my case, I'll just simply copy this and paste it over here. Okay, copy and paste it. Perfect. The selection, I'll keep it like this, and here instead of this, let me just call this as a expense. Okay, and drag it at the bottom. Cool. Here I can see the table transactions amount, and then again table transactions with a month. We have added a simple selection which is your D4, right? We just have to simply copy that and paste it over here, and type we have added over here, and here we are going to call this as a expenses. Perfect. And we have dragged it at the bottom over here. Cool. Here I'm going to select this, let's say is equal to, right, your E4 minus your F4, and hit the enter button. Let's drag it at the bottom over here. Copy this and paste it over here. Now to calculate a budget, what I have to do over here is, let's say SUMIFS, and this time table transactions, select it, and here I'm going to call this as a budget, comma table transactions again. Okay, let's say month, comma what is the month, let's select this and D4. Okay, close it and hit a enter button over here, and drag it at the bottom over here. Perfect. And that's how I got the result over here. Cool. Let me just go at the top, select this, and apply the accounting format over here. So make sure everything is correct. Okay, the total revenue from monthly summary should equal to the KPI total revenue. Okay, so whatever KPIs we have added over here, your total revenue. Cool. We just have to ensure that it's a total is correct over here. So here if I do 244,500 over here, it's correct over here, and this is the 65450 over here, this is the 65450 over here. I can see net profit is 179050 over here. If I select this both, I can see this has been selected properly, and this data is reflecting correct for me. Cool. This monthly summary table is the data source for revenue trend line chart, income versus expense chart, profit chart, forecast chart after more months of data were added over here, right? So that's the reason we have created this summary over here. Let me just select this, do a merge and center over here, and keep it a centrally aligned, make it bold, and keep it like this. That's how I can see this has been added over here. Let's set this as a bold, keep it centrally aligned. Perfect. Instead of creating a charts directly from a transactions table, we are creating a clean summary table over here, whatever we have built so far, right? This keeps the dashboard organized and makes formulas easier to manage. As the data set grows, we only need to update the summary, and every charts refresh automatically.